This is where
Senior Fifi Boafo is here. Finally.
Come and sit down.
So
Come and defend. Fifi, I want you.
Senior Fifi.
Every demonstration that has happened.
Senior Fifi, closer to the mic, please. Good morning. How you doing? You look foppish. Very good.
It could have been better, but it's not bad.
So before you got in. Now, how do I put it? Not Boyem. He was attacking. I said, but you're not here. I said, you are not here. You are not here to
under your tenure.
And I said, you are not here to defend yourself.
Yes. And God has brought you.
What he said,
yes,
was that you caused the problem.
Yes.
And now you are pretending that the problem did not emanate from you. What says thou?
Him and the team.
Relax. I've asked the question for you. The question you put to him. Now,
okay, I was not even here. He was putting questions.
Yes, and I said,
we're watching you.
So I told him that it's not fair to you. So now you are here.
Yes.
Let me do the Audi altering pattern for you.
Yes.
Yes.
And
the mic is open.
And I'm here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
I believe that COCOBOD over the years has had its challenges, fair share of challenges. And the challenges, you cannot just say that it happened under one administration.
Right.
Every administration has had its fair share of challenges. But as a PR person, I like what the government has done with the conversation about the cocoa price this time round. What they have rather done is to dilute the conversation, introduce other red herrings and other topics in the scheme of things, so that instead of focusing on what the real issue is, you are rather spending time discussing other issues.
Which other red herrings are we talking about?
Oh, they bought jute sacks, as if you don't need jute sacks to run the cocoa board. Oh, well, there was a rollover contract, there was that, there was this. But let me stay on topic. The reason why we are here is because the world market price,
the best in the morning,
sharp fall. And COCOBOD says if they are to sell cocoa at this time, they will make losses. Therefore, they are unable to sell.
Right.
And being unable to sell means that you are unable to raise revenue to pay the cocoa farmer. And for about 4 months, these cocoa farmers have not been paid. That is the issue. But the question we are raising has to do with why the government allowed the price to fall, to the point that now you are saying that the cocoa farmer is not getting paid on time because the price has fallen that sharply.
But it didn't begin today.
Well, we have experienced fall in price over the years. Indeed, in 2016, the world market price was 3,500.
That's right.
By 2018, we saw a sharp fall to about 1,800 at a point. So we've always had
the best
price falling or going up.
Right.
But what usually happens to insulate the farmers from this hardship we are experiencing today as to registering a fall is that by the beginning of the season, COCOBOD gives the farmer what is referred to as a guaranteed minimum price. And you arrive at a guaranteed minimum price when you take into consideration the forward sales you have done, the stocks you have available, and how much you intend selling them. And this intention or this assumption is not based on just opinions. It is based on studying the market and your ability to achieve that. So you are able to give, and of course you also take into consideration rollover contract, if any. And that is how you are able to guarantee that price. And it's important to guarantee the farmer that price because based on that assurance or that guarantee you give to the farmer, that is when the farmer is able to say that, okay, let me spend X amount of money on my cocoa farm because my expectation is that at the end of the season or at the time I deliver my cocoa, I will be able to realize this amount from the market.
Ebo, for example, is not happy that Dr. Amin Anta says we should go and look for money to come and save the cocoa farmers and give them money.
That is Ebo's, he's an individual. He has his personal opinion and we must respect that. I do not think that I'm very democratic. I hold a personal view. Ebo may hold a different view, and that is view, and we must respect that. I do not know the basis for saying that should be the case, but that is his view. But my view is that it is wrong for government to say that the government is reducing the amount of money paid for a bag of cocoa, because that is going to cost the farmer something over 1.1 billion Ghana cedis.
How do you feel when people come attacking and saying that you caused the problem?
Well, well, for a PR point, it's in the interest of government to dilute the conversation or to divert attention from the real issue.
Is the government diluting?
Oh yes, they are diluting the conversation because you have not paid the farmer. If you say that there was debt, was there debt in 2025 when the NDC inherited the MPP administration? Yes, that debt was there. Did they pay the cocoa farmer? The answer is yes, they paid the cocoa farmer. Did they reduce the farmer, how much is paid to the cocoa farmer? No, they did not. So why this time?
Did you leave good books?
See, I'm saying that, and you've fallen into that trap by getting into the tangential issues. I'm not saying that we cannot discuss issues about COCOBOD finances.
Sorry, I don't know how. Hold on, Ebo, please hold on. There are two.
You had the chief executive of COCOBOD when he took over.
Right.
Which one? Traveled.
Dr. Randy Abiy, right.
When he took over, he traveled across the length and breadth of all the cocoa regions in this country.
That's right.
Extensively discussed COCOBOD financial situation. He's done that. And no one has begrudged him.
Right.
Sunrise on 3FM.
Dr. Randy Abiy, he went to the cocoa
when he took
farms.
over, he went round every cocoa district. He engaged the farmers. He discussed the situation he inherited. Nobody had an issue with him. Yes, of course, when the MPP took over, the MPP also talked about what
That's right.
they inherited.
Dr. Boahin, Honorable
And the
Boahin.
point is that after 1 year in office, you did not have a problem paying cocoa farmers. You did not have a problem maintaining the price. The moment it became an issue, so let's go and talk about COCOBOD debt situation. Because you know what? What COCOBOD needs is that the 60-40 arrangement we have where we are asking the buyers to lease money for the farmers.
Sunrise on 3FM.
All that
the
it does is
best
that,
in the
okay,
morning.
so I have employed the mischievous
Praise
Derek J, the most mischievous man I found in Accra.
You're not defending me.
Come on, but why?
But he said he knows you from back in the day.
Yeah, Charlie.
Show me
Now you have even
show me your friend.
and I'll show you your character. He said now you have even put on small weight.
And those days when he was doing the proper mischief, Charlie, he wasn't.
No, I'm not Miracle Sabaji is a mischief man of your team.
So,
but Fifi, why are elements of the MPP in the cocoa farms trying to engage,
pretending to be farmers?
That's not fair.
Fifi.
Some of them are even delegates.
You have
Fifi, I saw them. I saw Dennis Abuaji.
Some of them are even delegates.
The cocoa farm talking to them. I saw them at press conferences.
Is there something wrong with Miracles talking to
I didn't say there's something wrong. I'm asking why are they there?
Well, Miracles is there as a Ghanaian, is a political actor, is someone who is interested in what happens in this country. If something which is as significant as cocoa farmers not getting paid for 4 months has happened, and he feels it's important to engage stakeholders, and if they have a problem with that, well,
I didn't say that. I don't have a problem. I didn't say. Hold on. I didn't say. I'm coming. I'll
quickly before Edem runs.
Hold on.
Johnny is an MP here.
Hold on.
Fifi.
These are
Allow Fifi.
But the information Miracles is going round with is not sitting.
You are a cocoa farmer.
Yes. Some of the information is spilling out there.
Why are you saying the information is not going down?
Because you see, when Fifi was talking, he made mention of the fact that
use the
in
mic for me.
2025 there was debt.
And make it crisp for me so we can.
There was debt. Yet COCOBOD did not reduce. COCOBOD didn't reduce the farmer's price, all right? But we all know that the international world market price has reduced. In Togo and in Cote d'Ivoire, they are having similar issues. So why is Miracles going out there telling people that.
Do you have a
How much are we
problem? Do you have a
supposed to
problem?
receive?
No.
He has to run. Before he runs, I want to make a statement in his presence.
You gave me opportunity.
Johnny,
Let me just
No,
make my
but
point.
you've done enough. You've
Allow the others.
you've done enough. If you've done enough already.
No.
Johnny, I have a.
We went to bring Fifi into the studio.
But is that what he came here to
We
do?
have not.
So Johnny, just 2
We have not
minutes.
pre-produced him to be here.
Yes. So
Yes.
let me
Just like
let me-
Edem.
Yes.
let me
So
just
we want to give him an
go my
opportunity,
way and
but
allow you
Myself, I just want 2 minutes. I have a meeting with Mr. Speaker.
Tangentials he was talking about. The tangentials he was talking about.
the point my brother was
The tangentials he was talking about. That's why I have a problem with it.
How can 4 people not allow one person
Fifi is
to
unemployed. Listen, Fifi is unemployed. This man has to go to parliament.
how can three people? I am not.
No, but
I'm allowing you to talk.
But
Yeah, no,
in his
1,
presence,
2,
in his
they are not
presence,
even allowing you
no,
to
in his
talk.
presence, there's a document that
Praise
I addressed to
the
the
allow me
speaker.
to make my
And
point.
no, you
allow me to-
sold land.
Oh,
No.
Prince Derek
Through
AJ.
your assassin talk on
No,
it.
$12 million.
Even
$12
President
million
Koko,
is
you-
missing from.
You didn't understand why President
No.
Koko must have an office.
No. Relax. $12 million of
He had a
COCOBOD.
problem with President Koko having an office
No,
in
don't worry.
that. That's
Don't worry.
Prince Derek
Don't worry.
AJ.
I'm advocating for Rollins. Range residents to return to the state. So don't worry. Now listen to me.
This is
Now
Prince
listen to me.
Derek AJ.
Now listen to me. $12 million of COCOBOD money.
No.
$12 million. No.
Be fair to him.
Just speak
Is
one.
that-
So $12 million.
Then when he finishes, he should stay. He should not go.
Allow me
Fifi,
to
why
take
you
my
rabble
leave.
rousing?
Thank you.
Fifi,
Fifi.
Oh,
Fifi.
Prince Derek AJ.
No. Fifi has
Slow down.
$12 million.
Prince Derek AJ, he was making-
3 FM.
He was making Fifi.
Let's deal with this.
He was
Okay,
making
so the
a
point
point.
He's doing tangential things.
Allow him. No.
It
So
is- it
you
is
will
in-
have your day,
Yes,
but
it is
allow
It
him.
is inaccurate for somebody to say that, well, in Cote d'Ivoire, prices have
He's a cocoa farmer.
It's not the case, because Le Conseil du Café Cacao, the regulator of the cocoa industry in Cote d'Ivoire,
Right.
on Monday issued a statement, and in that statement indicated strongly that, Ghana, we run the one whole system.
That's
where
right.
when you set the price at the beginning of the season, it runs till the end of the season. In Cote d'Ivoire, that's not the case.
Yeah.
There's a price for the main crop and there's a price for the light crop.
He explained that
The
earlier.
statement that was issued by CCC, they indicated that they shall continue to pay the price that was determined till the end of the main crop, which is March.
Okay.
So they have not reduced their price. The people who are making reference to the fact that there's a fall in price, and that for that reason, Ghanaian cocoa farmers must suffer. You should ask yourself, why is the farmer in Cote d'Ivoire not suffering as a result of that? Because they still also sell on the international market. So
Right.
why is the situation of Ghana different to the effect that the Ghanaian farmer must suffer?
Now, Fifi, with your indulgence, let me bring
Charlie,
Edem. Edem has to
this
run
one-
to.
Oh, no,
I beg you.
no,
I beg you.
what is it for?
I beg
No,
you.
you shouldn't go. Fifi should not
Just
go.
one person. Slow down.
Johnny,
Yes, gentlemen, slow down.
Johnny, let me say.
Okay, Edem, only your mic is
Yes.
active.
So, Johnny, let me say good morning to you and to my brothers on the panel,
Right.
and also to our listeners. Let me say good morning to our listeners across the country. Johnny,
Yeah.
I want to plead with.
The big conversation on 3FM Sunrise.
Okay, so Johnny.
My brothers, relax for me.
Relaxed.
Edem, let's hear you.
All right, so Johnny, let me first apologize to your listeners that I may be running away because we
Right.
have a program
That's
that
fine.
Mr.
That's
Speaker
fine.
is
Your
listening
situation is
attendance.
different. You are an
So
MP.
I just want to greet them and I also appreciate you for the good work you're doing.
Thank you.
But on the issues of cocoa, let me just make this point and make it forcefully that the NDC government did not reduce the price of cocoa because of the mess that we inherited from the NPP. It is a fact that we inherited a mess. It is a fact that COCOBOD, when Fifi and his boss were there, when they were leaving, they left a debt of 32.91 billion. It's a fact. which they've not been able to.
He has admitted that.
So it's a fact. It's also a fact that under the previous COCOBOD management, they took a loan of 350 million USD to rehabilitate the farms. They could only complete 40,000 hectares
out of 156,000.
Out of 156,400, and yet there was not a single penny left of that amount. It is also a fact that the syndicated loan model, which was used in financing cocoa purchases for close to 3 decades now, that model collapsed under the NPP, because in 2023-2024 season, they took syndicated loan to finance the purchase of 800,000 tons of cocoa. They supplied less 334,000. Because of that, we lost credibility in the international market. And so the next year, which was the 2024-2025, the international financial institutions that used to give us the syndicated loan refused to give us, because we could not fulfill the obligations under them in the previous year. So when they are talking about forward sales, you do forward sales if you are able to take the syndicated loan, then you pay for the purchase of the beans ahead. So this 60-40 arrangement, which has created a bit of a challenge, it's something that they started under the NPP
Are
government.
you doing what you promised the cocoa farmers?
Yes. We promised the cocoa farmers at the time that we will give them 70% of the FOB price.
Right.
Today, even with the price reduction, we are offering cocoa farmers 92%.
But you were specific on the figure.
No, it is because at the time,
Yeah,
it was calculated on the FOB price of the time. So if today, I look at the price of fuel and I tell you that if you are selling petrol for, say, 12 Ghana cedis a liter, I will be able to pay you salary of 10,000 Ghana cedis.
Right.
If the price reduces, you don't expect me to
pay that
to
10,000.
still, so it means you calculate the percentage.
Exactly.
And that is what is it. So I find it difficult that this very simple calculation.
Are you
As we speak
is
today,
your government deflecting?
No,
And
the
selling
government is
red
not
herrings
deflecting.
to us
But
as
what we
Fifi?
are doing is that we have identified a challenge. They left a mess. We are not complaining. In fact, some of the NDC members are angry with Dr. Randy Abe.
That
Oh, you went there, you saw the mess you inherited, and you were not talking about it. But you see, the job of a leader is not necessarily to complain about what you inherit. He has spent over a year fixing. He went around this country.
But if you
engage,
if the mess you claim exists,
yes.
why aren't you arresting
No,
anybody to put them before the court
to
bring it to happen when?
As we speak, President has directed. Cabinet has directed
didn't
an
run away,
investigation. Cabinet has directed an investigation into all these matters happening at COCOBOD. Again, let me also say that the price reduction does not affect all the cocoa beans that were produced for this season. It affects less than 10%, because the projection of COCOBOD was to buy 650,000 tons. As we speak, over 581,000 tons have been bought at the old price. What is left is that just that less than 10% actually. But somebody will ask, if it is less than 10%, why are you not ready to take up that cost and then let the farmers have the full amount as you promised them? When you do that, you will be dealing with a problem called a reverse smuggling. Before Randy Abe came into office, before the NDC came into office, there was a major problem with smuggling. Let me give you a practical example. In the Volta region and Oti regions, because I come from the Volta region,
Right.
in the year 2024-2025, that 2024-2025 season, the Volta and Oti regions combined contributed only 97 tons to COCOBOD's total purchase in Ghana. Only 97 tons. Where was the rest of the cocoa going? But in 2025-2026, when the prices were increased, the two regions are now contributing over 2,500 tons. What it means is that, and you see, you can't grow a cocoa tree and for it to mature in 1 year.
That's right.
So we cannot make the argument that new farms were added. No. What it means is that the beans that they were harvesting, because the prices were no good under the MPP, they were smuggling them. But when the prices became better, they brought them. Now, you are dealing with about 70,000 tons of cocoa beans that is yet to be purchased. If because of that 70,000, you decide to maintain the old price, when Cote d'Ivoire, Togo, and the neighboring countries have their prices lower, what will happen is that the 1 million tons sitting in Cote d'Ivoire today will be transferred through smuggling to Ghana. So you will no more be dealing with 70,000, but you are dealing with close to 1 million tons. So the best decision is what cabinet took to reduce the prices. But the cocoa farmer knows that even with the reduction, for that 70,000 yet to be purchased, they are better off. How are they better off?
Tell me.
Purchasing power. Today, purchasing power. Today, that cocoa farmer who let's say if you want to buy a bag of cement with the price that the MPP was offering them, which was 3,600 or so, they were able to buy only 25 bags of cement. If they sell a bag, or if they sold a bag of cocoa. But today, even with the reduction, because of the reduction in prices of cement, they are able to buy 32.
Are you not doing the same thing that the MPP did with free SHS? You ask about your health problems, they say free SHS. You ask about food, they say free SHS.
This is real economics. You see, I tell people that
free SHS became like Aquabam.
Do you know? Let me give you another.
To solve every problem.
Let me give you another practical example. Let me give you a practical example. So there was a young gentleman working in my constituency. I got him a job offer in Accra.
He was working, but you got him another job.
When he was working in the constituency,
MP.
But he expressed interest in working with a particular institution. When we calculated how much he was getting in the constituency, how much he was getting here in Accra was about 3 times what he's earning while in Ketuno. But when we did the real economics, when we added rent, we added the utility, cost of transportation from where he was supposed to stay to the place, and we realized that in actual savings, he was better off taking his about 800 cedis as a pupil teacher there than taking 3,600 with another institution here in Accra. So he decided to stay.
You took a teacher from the classroom away from the children.
Teacher, the basic school. I mean, not if I say basic school, not how do I call it? A trade teacher teaching at he was teaching a private school.
But he was
just
teaching
as a graduate,
people. You took him away from the children.
But everybody aspires to no. But if they say I won't run away from it. If indeed the offer was better, I could have taken him away, because yes, his desire was not to be a teacher. Out of unemployment as a graduate, there's a private school that he found himself teaching. They pay him 800 Ghana cedis at the end of the month. And he expressed desire to build his career, because this is somebody who went to school, attained a first class in accounting, but because he was not getting a job, decided to be in the village and was teaching in the village basic school, private school. So if he has gotten an institution willing to pay him 3,600 a month, and we did a calculation, he realized that he was better off in the village with his 800, so he's staying there while we are still fishing for other opportunities. The point I'm trying to make is that even with the reduction today, the cocoa farmer under the NDC government is better off than they were under the MPP. And we know the MPP.
Because you spoke about the teacher, let's talk about the curriculum, the petition.
Yes.
Quickly, before you go.
So I am of a strong conviction. I don't compromise on these values, that education should shape not only how we think, but also how we see ourselves. National identity is very critical. I would not want my son to go to school, open a chapter in a book, and is learning about positive effects or benefits of colonialism. I don't want to subject my son to that mental slavery, because colonization, for all it's about it hands on what? Exploitation. And the fact that our independence was taken away from us, our resources were exploited, and a certain perception created that we're not capable of managing our own affairs. So after several years of struggling, led by Nkrumah and Co, JB Danko and many others who contributed to the fight, and for us to gain independence, for us to now gain a Republican status, 50, 60 years later, your children go to school and they are going to learn about the positive effects of transatlantic slave trade, positive effects of colonialism. And when you read the book, what are some of the things they say? Oh, they brought us a language, but for them, we will not have had the English language. But for them, we will not have had schools, infrastructure, and all of that. There are many countries that even before colonization, there was education. Yeah. And so it is important for us to get rid of our curriculum with this thing. This is the reason why people go through school and they feel, and you still hear people make this comment, that we would have been better off if the white man was still managing us. Go under my post on Facebook. I read a lot of people who have written very ignorant comments. People glorifying colonization. That, well, at the end of the day, when they were here, we were better off. They brought us this, they brought us that. That is the very essence, the very reason why we must get NACA and GES to expunge those records from our books. We shouldn't subject our children
Don't you sometimes
to that mental
think
slavery.
that they are right in making those comments? In 1923, Gordon Gorgesberg built Kolebu Teaching Hospital. And I remember as a...
In 2013, 2014, John Dramani Mahama built the, what was it, the University of Ghana.
I'm making a point.
Yes.
I remember as a small boy, I used to go to Kolebu Teaching Hospital. Oxygen plant was working. You had tubes and pipes in the wards that would give you oxygen in real time so you don't die foolishly. Kolebu Teaching Hospital was well positioned. Today, after all the knowledge and after all the patriotism, after all the everything that we claim to have, Kolebu is almost a graveyard, such that when somebody dies in Kolebu and they finish bathing for the person at Kolebu, when the person has died, the water goes into our beloved Kole Lagoon, so you can't find fish there. Is this wisdom? Edem Agbana.
It is that.
It is wisdom.
No, I'm not saying it is wisdom. I'm saying that it is the case that development naturally comes at a cost. We are not a perfect country, and there's no developed country that can say that they are a perfect country. Only recently I visited the United States of America for work. I won't go and live there and work. When you go and you read through their media, you watch happenings on their media, they are also grappling with many other challenges. Challenges, many challenges.
But
healthcare systems and all of it may be more improved, but that cannot be a justification for the atrocities that they visited on us as a country, on our
and then you don't have a working rail system. You don't have a
Adam,
proper transportation bus system.
Adam, let me side with you. Let me side with you.
I just want to conclude. I want to conclude.
No, he wants to side with you briefly.
No, I just want to say, you see, if you want to cite the positives, what you are saying is like somebody giving you food that contains poison. Which one are you going to settle on? The food he gave you or the poison they gave you, which eventually led to your death?
If you die, you die.
I cited an example yesterday. I agree with him.
Yeah, because
Johnny, I cited an example just to conclude before I leave. Somebody who was on the phone with me last night arguing over a lady actually over how colonialism came positive, blah blah blah. And I told the person that, I asked the person that, with all due respect and without any attempt to
water down
anything, I asked her that, imagine that your daughter comes to you and says that I am pregnant. Then you ask, who is responsible? How did you get pregnant? Then she says, a few weeks ago or months ago, somebody harassed me, raped me, but warned me not to tell you. Then
the Russian guy,
and all of a sudden you see that you see that she's pregnant. Will your response be that, oh, after all, the rape was bad, but because you are going to get a child, it is justified? No. She says no. I said, you see, I want you to compare. The truth is that the fact that somebody exploits you and builds a
hospital for you, it's nothing.
It is even for the purpose of their own.
Oh yeah, of course.
Has your petition been admitted?
I am sending my petitions tomorrow officially. Petitioning the Ministry of Education, Ghana Education Service, and the National Curriculum and Assessment NACA, because they are responsible. And indeed, such things should not find way in our history. Let us teach our children the right history. Let them must grow to appreciate the fact that these things, yes, they were part of our history, but they were the saddest, pages of our history that must be forgotten. That yes, even when you remember, it must not come with any positivity.
Edem is sounding like Walter Rodney or John Fage, how Europe underdeveloped Africa.
Yes, when you read that book, you
But
understand.
if this is what
I'll let you
if
go.
this is what
The
we are trying
exploitation.
to put in our books, then what is the cost for fighting for reparation?
Let me bring Prince Derek in. Maybe we'll pick this one up.
Edem reminds me of things I've said many years ago.
That didn't go anywhere.
Oh, they went somewhere, but they've come full circle. The FK Boas and the history of Ghana that was distorted against the Gadangbe people, the exploitation that happened even amongst ourselves. Today, Fifi Boafo is here, and he's actually ran away from the topic.
Run away.
He literally ran away. I was restraining him from leaving. He was
away.
running.
This is your friend. This is how you play.
No, I don't play. I don't play when it comes to my land.
This is how you play.
No. I don't play when it comes to my land issues.
Oh, but he didn't run away.
He ran away.
No, please.
Mm.
Mm.
I was showing him proof of the fact that COCOBOD on 17th April, whilst he was PR to the CEO, the CEO is reported by another state agency as having come into negotiation with them for 50 acres of trade fair land. He should speak to that issue. $12 million out of COCOBOD money, which could have been used in paying these cocoa farmers, has been used to buy land under their watch. And Randy complained of it. In fact, you talk about why they are not being...
Operation Recover. Yeah.
Yes, the minister has spoken yesterday.
But your government is playing too much.
Yes, I'm wearing my war attire today. I'm going from here to the lands ministry. I will tell Kofi Boa, I will tell Jones, who is a special advisor on lands, that look, the talk is too much. That's what Ghanaians are saying. We should stop the talk and start the action. I saw NADMO at the lagoon yesterday. I was so excited. They did not just come and demolish the buildings on the field part of the lagoon. They are now excavating. They are removing the field, laying that the people came to put there. So there will be no more filling for you to come and build there. Tomorrow you cannot come and continue that nonsense. And then they will build, they'll plant the trees, they'll plant the mangroves back, they'll build a bridge to the sea. That is what should be happening with the lands as well. You cannot come and tell us that, you are recovering the lands, and 1 year on, nothing is being seen. And then unfortunately for us, we are seeing people still building. Go to Cantonment Civil Aviation. 2 days ago, it was Civil Aviation Day. The transport minister comes and tells us about the airline. Yes, wonderful. Let's have a new airline. Let's have, the civil aviation industry booming. But you cannot tell me that the civil aviation land that was given to you, almost 100 acres, Kufuor took 30, Akufo-Addo took 60, and they've shared it. And they're still building.
Take your time.
They are building.
Take your time.
Machu and Biane, as we speak.
Take
they
your
are building.
time. But maybe they acquired it through documentation.
The minister has said that 2017 to 2024 lands, they are going to retrieve all. We want to start today, not tomorrow. Let us go round.
But
Let us go round the cameras.
Is putting in a new arrangement for acquisition of state lands.
No, that's what I'm saying, that the talk is too much. In fact, for me, it's not enough to start from 2017. It is even wrong to start from 2017 because it gives a certain impression as though it was only MPP who stole lands. Look, as far back as 2004, 2008, that's when Georgina Wood and others, Sofa Kufu, chief justices were buying lands and at ridiculous prices. Jacob Echebilamte's bungalow, I passed there before coming here. It's still empty. The building is broken and trees are growing inside the building. Trees inside the building. And we have left that. And I told him before he left here, he was accusing me of stopping President Kufuor from taking some land and office. It is true. It wasn't me. It was Gadangbe. The likes of KB Asante,
the late,
late Professor Atukwe Okai,
right?
Emmanuel,
the late,
Emmanuel Alote-Papo,
right?
Late,
J.E. Papo,
yes,
right?
The what do you call it?
The PR colossus, right?
Yes. Social security and all that. Now, several of these people have died, but Josiah Aye, all of them. We went on this lesson, and I happened to be the youth president. I didn't stop President Kufuor. Kufuor said that his emoluments committee, in his emoluments committee report, which he was trying to implement whilst he was president, which was wrong, that when he dies, the land that he was trying to acquire should be given his children, and that would amount to freehold. I said no, and I said even if Rollins dies, the same should apply to him. Rollins is dead, so why should the rich bungalow go to
their children's lives? Doesn't matter anymore.
No,
to the father,
he said the children will be destitute, and so. But what about our children? They will be what? If everybody comes and takes our lands away, will we have any land?
Look at the way Ebo is looking at you, Ebo.
Will we have any land?
I like the passion. I like the passion with which he speaks about land issues.
It's happening everywhere. People from the north are experiencing the same thing. The airport lands have been taken. In fact, Nitiwu, the defense minister, has told me several lands in the northern part of Ghana have been stolen because people can see that development is coming. The same thing that we experienced Okay, I've been experienced across the country. Now, Ghana as a state, nobody anywhere, no stool wants to give the state land because they know what will happen to the land. It will give it to individuals, and that is wrong. Look, we cannot trust our constitution, we cannot trust our courts, we cannot trust our judges, we cannot trust our lawyers.
Oh, no,
when it comes to the land
can
issues,
trust our judges.
Hold on.
And our lawyers. And our constitution.
The Chief Justice of Akufu, the Chief Justice of Georgina Wood. Can you trust them on land? If they
Why can't I trust them?
They were the same people who looted the lands.
No, they bought it.
Listen. 7,000 Ghana cedis for cantonments land. But is that buying?
Somebody sold it to them.
That is ridiculous. Look at the governor of the Bank of Ghana, Addison, and his deputies. Look at Kenjenfua, Ken Ofuriatta, Baumia, Akufo-Addo, and all that. And the lands they've taken and the cantonment civil aviation. Is that buying? Is that what the land was for? And then they gave only one plot for civil aviation. Just one plot, too. Out of the 90 acres that was given for civil aviation purposes, the wireless facility is on only one plot with the Accident Incidents and Investigations Bureau. One plot out of almost multiplied times 4, 90 times 4.
Let me bring Ebo in.
What is this?
You see, if you're in a country, you find the John 1010A politicians. It's not easy.
What's that?
Don't you know John 1010A politicians? The thief only comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Those kind of politicians, Johnny. If you have them in your country, it's terrible. Look at the way my brother was talking, the passion with which he was talking about the looting of lands.
Look,
looting of our resources. Apart from lands, look at other resources that were looted or things that have been looted, stealing, thievery in this country. And it be obey only when Ora, for example, you make it work.
By your brother and friend, my brother Solomon Owusu,
yes,
he petitioned OSP.
Yes.
What has happened to that petition?
Yes, the petition. I was a party to the petition.
So what has happened?
Yes, it's so unfortunate. It's terrible that not even the man has not even acknowledged reading receipt of it. In fact, nothing from them to show that you have even sent them
a
something.
petition.
And I gave you an example here, and I will state it again. You go to France for loan, isn't it? For support.
Germany.
Yeah, Germany and other places.
England.
France, their former president, Sarkozy,
Right.
is languishing in prison for 5 years.
Right.
What was his sin? He took money from Libya, Gaddafi, to finance his political campaign. And as a result of that, he's languishing in prison for 5 years. Dr. Baumia says, he said it, but nobody forced him. He said, in the last election, he bought over 300 pickups for the party. And we think this one should go just like that. And you should not be questioned as to where he got the money to buy the car.
He's
where
a big man.
he got big man. So tell us the source. Tell us the source. That is why it is important. Because
can friends not support their friends again for their political ambition?
So disclose the friends. We don't, you see, you go to these people and you beg, you go cap in hand begging. But we are not prepared to do the kind of things they do that makes them, have the kind of money they have. We go and beg. Recently, is it South Korea or something like that? The former prime minister of wife has been sentenced to prison.
Yes.
For taking bribe from a church. I mean, we should be serious as a people. That is why people do things. Corruption has become so cheap on the market, and cheap things people easily afford. If you can make corruption expensive, if Akufo-Addo, for example, will be hauled before the court for digging that hole, President Akufo-Addo, for digging that hole with taxpayers' money.
It was a promise to God.
Yeah, promise to God, and I've said it. God, if God did not allow David to build him a temple, the God that I serve will not allow someone like Akufo-Addo to build him a temple.
Oh, come on, please.
Oh, no. But I said for a fact.
It will come on.
David, what did God say?
Bernardo is a church man.
It's a church. Which church? Which church?
Rich church.
A church man will be doing the kind of things he did. Oh. A church man will be doing the kind of things he did.
So he cannot build, he's a national monument.
For God. Which God? Is it the God that I serve? Who does not live in bricks and mortar? The God who lives in our heart according to the Bible. Leonardo is the one who is going to build God a temple. Oh. Breaking all those burdens there and digging a hole. $97 million, almost $100 million. That hole, God should come and stay there.
So because of that, you want what to happen to him?
And it should be brought before the court. You see, We joke in this country. It should be questioned as to why, because you said it's his personal thing, and you're not going to touch our taxes. You ended up using our money
but we had
do
prominent
that.
Ghanaians who
Do you know that
hold on.
land? No, I'm just helping him. Do you know that land before they built, they dug the hole?
Right.
That entire land was under litigation. Yes. In fact,
Where the
lawyer-
judges lived.
Yes. When the president Akufo-Addo at the time tried to give that land to the National Cathedral Secretariat, lawyer Bright Akwete
Right,
was in
right,
court
right,
on
right.
behalf of those two people.
Right.
The same Chief Justice of Akufu, according to the Secretariat, the one with the plenty mothers and the multiple birth certificates.
No.
Reverend Kusi.
Jemfi or Kwabna Jemfi or
Do you know he and one other prempe who was CEO claimed that the then Chief Justice had given them judicial they used the term, they said judicial approval. When a matter is in court, how does the Chief Justice do that? And then judges' bungalows were demolished, leading to the let's call it retirement or resignation of a certain judge. Look at the circumstances, and you say that I should trust these kinds of judges. That kind of
you are, I think you are being too hard.
I am being hard. I must be hard. Ghanaians must be hard to get results.
Of course,
we must be hard.
But
we are being soft.
You see, the Ghanaian people voted the NDC into power.
Yes.
Because they wanted to see change.
Yes.
And the change
the
must
aura.
Operation Recover all
we
loot,
must
not
sit
some
on
of
their
the
necks.
loot.
all loot.
So when we come and sit here, we talk, and the people are not acting. I don't get it.
A chief director is supposedly selling state lands to 5 companies, and he's been transferred because the company's code transferred. The law does not allow you to sack the person. You can only transfer a civil servant, right? Isn't he supposed to be under interdiction?
Mr. Hago?
But you see, before we draw curtains on this, what comes to mind is social reengineering. You see, it's about how we reshape our thinking, how we look at our norms, how to look at equitably distributing resources to the right people and to the benefit of the Ghanaian people ourselves. But when we seem to allow things to go the way it is going, I don't think we'll be able to bequeath a good society to the next generation.
Is it because, for example, you see somebody doing something bad, instead of stopping the person or cautioning the person, you tell the person, who is coming to arrest the person? Who's coming to stop it? You are there. What are you doing?
You have the power, citizen arrest. You have the power. But you see, many of us don't know. And when we argue on these issues, then I would have to bring in the NCCE. What resources are they giving to them to be able to effectively do this job? Look at this vote buying that went on. And I hear Oliver Barker is going to court. It was part of our discussion because of timing. I am doubting that Oliver would win this case in court. The reason is this.
Oh, please. The judiciary is...
Oh, no, see?
No, it's trustworthy. No.
I'm coming. You see, I am saying this because the judiciary deals with issues of fact.
That's
and
right.
what is entailed in the law.
That's right.
All right.
The law is the law.
What does the law say when someone induces another person to vote for him? It is silent on it. The only thing
there's what we call treating in the law. There's also bribery and corruption in our laws. So it is not correct that we don't have.
Is it relating to elections?
Yes, elections is called treating.
Then the electoral commission that must take up these issues, because per the Political Parties Act, one is not supposed to induce anybody or give out goods during elections for the person to vote for him. If the person does so, what the law says is that it is either the person is going to be imprisoned, that is one, or the person is going to be fined.
Can people not be given lunch in peace again?
Come again.
Can people not be given lunch in peace again?
You see, it depends on the circumstance. If the investigation proves that it amounts to inducing the person, why are you giving the person lunch when he's going to vote? Why didn't it happen a day before or after the election
But
day?
the person will eat.
No.
After voting.
You see, if you do that, then we'll be induced almost every time. That is why we are inducing people. And it is very, very dangerous for our democracy that if you are not careful, some cabals with huge sums of money sitting somewhere will bring in people who do not have the moral right, who do not have the experience and the skills and the ability to lead us. But because they are pushing with those who have money, they'll be given the opportunity to lead this country. And where would the country be headed?
Political cabals are always there. Political cabals, and you have some in this country, terrible one.
You have to be very careful.
No, please don't mention it. I beg you.
He was talking yesterday.
So I'm coming. Your constitution says that before you become an MP, just make sure you are 21 years and above. Be of sound mind. Yeah. And then your education is not checked, blah, blah. You should have resided in a community, blah, 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 for 5 years or 5 years. Blah, blah. It doesn't talk about you being of high moral character and proven integrity. So until you change that, why are you surprised that this is happening?
No, but that is the problem. That is the problem I have with our Constitutional Review Committee. I think their work would have to be made public. We need to make input into what they've done. Nyansa ni one committee in its room. Nyansa wo nipa bebe one its room. So they should make it public for people to make contribution. There should be addition and subtractions. We need to have a constitution that we need to have a constitution that will make corruption expensive.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yes,
but
very expensive.
I think where you're missing the point is that they did the consultative phase. They finished. They submitted their report. The implementation phase, which would then lead to the referendum, is yet to start, and that is where
the public
you have more.
I also have a problem with their consultative.
Somebody just sent a message. A brother,
the scope of their consultation.
A brother who happens to be your brother, Johnny Hughes. Neo Doi.
Yes.
MTN.
Yes, I know Neo Doi.
Of Akonowi.
I know Neo Doi. His server at
Anglican
St. Paul. Yes.
I was
Shall we?
server too. Yes.
Oh, what happened to you?
Oh, what do you mean? What happened to
Why did you stop?
I've grown old. No, but he's actually very excited about this land issue. He wants you to actively play your key part and ensure that the lands are retrieved. In fact, he wants you to be leading the charge. So this one is straight from New Dwechawe to you.
Family and friends.
Yes, that you should.
I will not do family and friends.
When the lands are returned, also that you should ensure that no new thieves from amongst us steals the lands and misappropriates it, because it's for generations today, tomorrow, and yesterday's generation.
Do you know how Che Ado came to be Che Ado?
Yes.
Do you know there was a very influential person who fought for the lands to be returned to the La people? And they themselves came back to buy the land. And that is how it became Che Ado.
Okay.
And then we started putting names to it. So all the lands, the prime lands in Accra, we say, oh, this one is Chain Homes, this one is this one is this. We give it names. So the initial names, the indigenous names are missing.
Value addition in a negative way.
Did you ever know that, for example, Dansomana Sorry Dan is called Chinaya Gono? Because cattle used to graze there back in the day. Chinaya Gono. Today it is Asori Dan. One an Asori Dan.
But Johnny, before you go off, there is one listener of yours who is listening to us.
Oh, who?
She's Abena. She's the head. No, please. She is the headmistress for Little Thinkers Montessori School at OEB.
I thought it's the OT person. I was just checking. Gentlemen, I want to thank you very much for your time.
The name is a little worried somewhere. Little Thinkers. It could cut both ways. The people are little, but they think.
Yeah.
They think little. So which one?
The children are little.
I think Little children thinking.
It's Mali.
Mali
Jaw.
You know, Jawulo is a valley.
Jawulo
means valley.
Yes.
So when you go living in Accra without knowing the names,
you'll be in trouble.
Flooded.
Okay.
So I will not live at Jawulo. I will live at Tesano.
Not Tesano.
Oh yeah, no.
Yes.
I will
Tesano.
live. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Or Ashaima.
No.
No.
Asha.
Ashia. Oh, it's not Ashai.
No. somebody called Ashias.
It's town. It's not Amasaman. It's Amasaman.
It's not
Amasa man.
It's not Gamashi. It's Gamashi.
Hey, Charlie.
Wow.
You see, the heritage of this
I think we need to
country-
dedicate one of our times to.
the heritage
No,
of
no,
this
we
country-
are. So where Multimedia Joy FM is, they say Fanofa Street.
Fanofa.
It's Fanofa River
On
at top
river.
of
A
river.
river.
Fanofa Street.
So even in trying to reorganize the settlements in Accra, if you do not understand the names and understand the topography, you'll be getting it all wrong. So we must respect the language, not of the Ghana people alone, but as Ghanaians, we should
Yes.
respect each other's
Yeah.
language, culture, heritage. That's how we build a country. But unfortunately, some people just want to steal, kill, and destroy.
Yeah, John 10:10.
10:10.
Yeah.
Bawumi Ankoe.
I didn't say that. I
The
thank
cabal,
you,
the
I thank you,
cabal.
gentlemen. I thank you, gentlemen. Let's do our birthdays and check out of the studio this morning.